I believe it's something which comes and goes. I believe coach is experienced enough, and he will deal with the issues that he's been faced with. And today, I believe the fans are in their numbers here to watch how coach and the players will deal with the issues that they felt they met weeks ago till last week that they also lost. I believe today is going to be probably a draw or a win for Kotoko.
So Kotoko, their destiny is in their hands. Either they win or they draw. But let's look at the spectators. I was expecting that the crowd would be here massively, but we are not seeing most of the supporters here. What is the problem?
Najee, you know Kotoko and Hearts of Oak, their fans are very emotional. These are two teams that the biggest teams in Ghana as we speak. They have the fattest following. And when things do not go right, during the early part of the season, you felt it. You realized how Accra Hearts of Oak fans were on the team. When they lost the first two games, they were at it. They were everywhere, making sure that the players were on their toes. The coach did whatever he would do. And since then, you saw a bit of consistency in the team. And as we speak right now, they have improved, especially in defense, for Accra Hearts of Oak. And that is what Kotoko fans are also doing to the team. They want to make sure the coach and the players are up and doing and perform. Make sure they are up where they belong.
So that is on your screen. Is the home team Nations FC arriving from Abrankese with their bars, wonderful colors as you can see on your screen. So Nations FC last week Sunday were there, but they are here today at the Obuasi Linkcare Sports Stadium. So that is the arrival of the away team. Look at the confidence on their faces.
Nations, like I said, they because of their performance on the pitch, the way the management have managed the team very well, there's no way a player from the Nations team would be probably feel jittery or in a way when you want to make him feel like he is not welcome anywhere. Wherever they go, they have that confidence because they know what they are about. They are managed very well. They play very well. They know what they are. When it's time, when it's 3 o'clock and they walk out of the tunnel, they know what they are, especially what they are supposed to do on the pitch. They come here, they want to execute what they have been told to do. And that is Nations FC. They've done that throughout the season. That they played 11 games, they've just lost one when they went to the TNA Sports Stadium and met Mediama. Mediama is no pushovers, we know that. So losing 1-0 to Mediama is no news. We believe that the main job was after that match, how they've held themselves. They beat Vision FC at home by 3-0. After that game, they've also beaten Iswacheman 3-0. That tells you that they have the firepower up front, that they can score more goals. That is what Kotoko would have to work on because they would definitely come as Kotoko.
So we come to the individual players and look at the tactics from the two coaches. Don't forget, Coach Kasim Mingo said something. He said that Nations FC this season they are going to win the Ghana Premier League and they are also going to win the FA Cup. So that is a promise that Coach Kasim Mingo has promised his fans and spectators. So let's see whether they are going to win the GPL and the FA Cup for Dr. Kwamiche. Only time will tell. Now quickly I'll go over the squad for the two teams. We will look at officiating so far in the Ghana Premier League, then we will look at tactically what the two coaches brings on board. Now for Kumase, Asante, Kotoko, who are playing as the away side, Mohamed Kamara will be in post. We have Onel Dagwani Samba, we have Saka Dawoda, Michael Che Jamena, Elvis Che Bafo, Henry Kwame Ansu, Patrick Esiedu, Baba Yaya, Joseph Ablo, Lord Amwa, Andrews in team. So these are the guys who are going to do battle for Kumase, Asante, Kotoko, and for Nations FC. Those who are gracefully going to be invited on the pitch for Nations, we have Robin Oxman Sano, we have Nafiu Sule Mana, we have Boris Jigoni, we have Michael Abrokwa, Raymond Oko Grepman, Sadiq Alhassan, Abdul Karim, Samuel Osai Ekofo, Emmanuel Buahin, Fesa Chawote, the talisman, the goal scorer, the leading goal scorer in the GPL. And now then we have Prince Badu completing the list for Nations FC. The center for this afternoon's match is Bomber War, George Mauli. First assistant is Esau Henry. Second assistant is Alugwami Michael. Then the fourth official is Mohammed. The match commissioner for this afternoon is referee retired Achacha. So Phil, these are the guys who are going to do battles for both Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko, then Nations FC. Let's look at the individual players, their brilliancy and what they bring on board.
I would say two players that both sides would definitely miss in this game are Razak Simpson and then Emmanuel Entry. Both from Emmanuel Entry from Kotoko, who is an attacker. He's created so many chances for Kotoko. They would definitely miss him in services today. As for Razak Simpson, I believe everybody knows what he's done, what he's been able to do for Nations FC. His absence will definitely be felt in this game. But they have equally able defenders that can also walk in as he is not in the team today. That would also perform very well at the back. At the back, they have Nations FC. They have at a certain when the nation against Lagos.
In a very, very incredible form, scoring 7 goals already, leading the goal scoring chart after finding 2 against Instructriman at the Dr. Chase Sports Complex last weekend. But unfortunately for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, their target man Abed Amwa will be coming from the bench. There's been a lot of talk about this man, Dr. Prosper Gum. He's come under heavy scrutiny after losing 3 times on the road. And most of the fans feel that he should be given a match in order. But again, Asante Kotoko's owner, Katumfo, is giving him a bit of time to see what he can do with his quality side. In terms of player quality, you cannot question the credibility of this Porcupine Warrior team. We'll get in the starting lineup. But here is Coach Kasimingo, another very experienced gaffer. Knows very well what it means to play against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And a Guinean, Muhammad Kamara, has conceded in the last 2 games. He's featured for Asante Kotoko. And we're hoping to keep it clean. So there we go for the first 45 minutes. Here at Obuasi Lane Clay Sports Stadium. My name is Scott Vector, and alongside me, commentary position is Phil Annan. Well, yes, Nations trying to push forward. Well, quickly. That'll be the first attempt. Certainly a goal kick picked up by the big man, Kamara. That was a sweet attempt, isn't it? From Buahini. He was coming for Richard Berko. Just brought up front once again, but there's a bit of clash with 2 players going to the ground. That's Babayaya, who stays on the turf. Looks to be Suleiman Husseini, who seems to be in a bit of trouble as well. He's been a very enterprising player to watch. I've already gotten his name on the score sheet a few times already. It was right at the money in the 44 set. Prince Bedu. And that is a red alert. So now we've got a very physical game at hand. And the game, now 2 teams are not going to be retracting at all. As the medical team attend to them. But just look at the challenge between these 2 players. Oh, it's a bit crazy, isn't it?
It's a very aggressive attack, a very aggressive challenge. And like you said, it's going to be a very physical battle between these 2 teams.
Well, here's Kotoko starting from the right-hand side once again. He'll allowed to come for it. Here's Button. That's a first attempt for Kotoko, and the next ball parried. And it's well taken care of by Robinson on
Exactly what we anticipated. Kotoko would have to be using the wings if they really want to score goals in this game.
That's a quick impact from Baba Yaya with a lovely header straight into the waiting arms of Robin Sadon. And already Kotoko beginning to show why they will need some sort of point from today's game. Yes, Bedu. We play down front. And straight into Kotoko's player. Someone else fails to get it. He's hit onto the far side for Chawate. Wasting a bit of time, but money to buy a bit of space and found Suleimana. And it's back to Brockwell. They'll still try to come forward. Nation is really enjoying possession at the moment. And it's the man in the technical shot will push it away. Gripman. A lot of twisting and turning, and again, Kamara is at the right place. And it's coming off the big man himself, Wahine, once again.
Both teams will definitely use the wings to send balls into the box. And that is what both teams' defenders would have to work on. And they would have to be on their toes in this game.
Well, it's back to the next team's half. It's pushed out by Robin. To nobody in particular. And that'll be a trade advantage already to the Porcupine Warriors. And quickly taking it up front.
Aduana Stars is the man we just spoke with. He believes that these kind of games are, in fact, big games. But preparing for them is not usually anything different. They come into the game just trying to win it. In 2021-2022, Asante Kotoko, led by our coach, Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum, came to this very venue to win the game by 2-0. It's been a very long time since Kotoko did that, win the game here against Aduana Stars. They have the history, everything backs them. So we are apt to see what this game brings. Some players of Aduana Stars already in fine form. The likes of Bamba. Bamba has been in scoring form. When they played Aduana here, he scored. And also when they moved to Nswatre to play against the Nswatre man, that was also another big game. He also got another goal there. And so maybe Bamba could cause or make the difference this afternoon for Aduana Stars. Kotoko not in a very good run. Maybe a bad result here could bring a lot to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, looking at the fact that their last 4 games, they've tasted defeat in all of them. Coach Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum will be coming to also share his view on the game, how are things going. Emmanuel Entry just returned from the national team, and of course, he's also here with some level of experience and also a lot to add to this particular game. Very, very interesting things. Albert Amwa is back into the setup, so coach is going to answer a lot of questions about that. Kumasi Asante Koroko. Again, they've gone with Kamara as the goalkeeper after he committed errors that led to their defeat against Nations FC. Let's see how things are going to be. I will be asking coach all these questions when he finally comes. Why has he decided to still maintain Kamara in post after he committed those errors against Nations FC? This is Doma and this is Nana Achiman Bedu, the second pack. It's a Diana Stars playing against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. This game is usually a very big one. And so when it comes, you just have to embrace it and then face it just like it's supposed to be. This is how it used to feel when these two teams were on the top level. Maybe you can make a case that they haven't been that rosy this particular season, but we still look forward to seeing that they both bounce back and get themselves ready so that things will begin to turn well for the both teams. They haven't been that rosy. Asante Koroko rising from league contenders, and now they are back into mid-table. What a story this particular season is. Can Adriana Stars try something special and then be able to get into that? After speaking with coach, we are also going to get on with Daniel Dangana so that we discuss a bit about this game, the prospect of both teams winning, the results they've been getting so far. He's the statistician when it comes to these kind of games, and so I will speak with him to see how things are going to go for the both teams. But like I said before, the fans are already trooping in. You see all the gates being really, really serious. You can feel it, the noise, everything. People are getting ready. The natives of Doma can't afford to lose this particular game. Let's see how things are going to be. Our coach, Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum, is on his way to this place so that we can get him on board and then listen to exactly what he has for us. He's been under pressure, definitely. And if you're a coach of Kotoko and you lose 4 games in a row, 5 games without a win, definitely things get difficult and also things become a lot more rough. So, a coach.
According to the word. So I think that one is enough motivation for us.
Coach, in the previous game, Albert Amwa came from the bench, but today he has been able to start. His absence, what did you really lack and what do you expect him to add to the team today?
I think I expect him to do what he's been doing until he went off. I mean, fortunately, he was able to play 45 minutes, and then the medical team has cleared him fully before he came to play last week. So we've intensified his training, and he's ready to play.
Coach, we wish you all the best in this.
Thank you.
Coach Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum is the man we just finished with. Albert Amwa is back into the setup, and let's hope that things get a lot more okay for him. Daniel is here. We'll talk a bit about the game and then see how things are obviously going to go. Danny, once again,
sure.
I said you are my statistician. Do you take that?
Why not? We've been in this game for quite a while now, and the necessary experience we've got it, and we are still learning and improving upon ourselves.
Let's talk about the game itself. First of all, we'll begin from the goalpost of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The fact that they've decided to stick once again with Kamara. How positive or negative do you think that will be?
One thing that is so competitive is that when you have two top class quality playing with a single row competing with themselves, it gives a room for, healthy competition. But the fact that you are trying to build a very nice competition, you must have a number one that can stand out anytime you need results badly. And we've seen, Freddy Kasare, his level, and then how he's been of himself ever since he took the post from the likes of, Danlad Ibrahim. But ever since Kamara came to Kotoko, you could see that his performance is a bit high flying. But, mistakes upon mistakes, game after game after game. And I think they want to stick to him to see how he can build upon his confidence and then come back in, because at this point when you mean to drop him 1, 2, 3 games, you are dampening his spirit, you are dampening his confidence. So I believe that he's never a bad goalkeeper, but at times some things get out of hand. So I believe it's a room for him to improve and then clear his own mess. So that is why they are trying to stick on him to build his confidence going to the next games coming up.
Albert Amoa is back. Obviously, his injury against Heart of Lions really caused a lot of problems on the part of the player himself and also the team. Now he's been leapfrogged by Chewete of Nations FC. He's back now. Looking at how he's able to link up play, get the goals, and also occupy deadly positions for Asante Kotoko, do you think his inclusion can help get something better of this game today?
Oh, for his inclusion, I think it's not going to only help, but it's going to bring a lot of attacking options to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, because after that game against Heart of Lions, we could clearly see that Kotoko are lacking a certain pattern when they're trying to attack, because no focal point. That game against Bechem United, you could see the likes of Saka Dauda can play to their best, but the fact is that they are lacking a certain focal point who can give threat to defenders. So I believe his presence is going to give a lot of options to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And then again, looking at the goal scoring chart for Kotoko, he's only having 5 goals as a top scorer, and then I think the second top scorer of the entire season for this season's Premier League. So they're having one of their best players back, and their top scorer also back in the shape of Albert Amoa. So I believe he's going to add a lot and a lot. And at this point, in his absence, Kotoko are yet to score a goal in his absence. So I believe it's a bit of fresh air to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and I believe he's going to improve a lot and a lot. He's going to add a lot, and a lot will be expected from him. And coming from injury, I believe they shouldn't put much pressure on him. And I hope that he can do it. He can do it because I believe in him. I believe in him because he's one of the fantastic strikers you can get in the Ghana Premier League. And one thing that he can score from solo instinct. He can pick the ball from him alone, move into spaces, find angles, and score. So I believe in Abeltamo that he can get something promising. Regardless, Adrian don't have the best of defense this season. So I believe that Albert can have something promising to show if only the creative spark. Every striker believes or feeds on chances to score. So the ability to feed him with crosses and a lot of balls.
Dan, even before you continue, this is the arrival of Aduana Stars. When they got into the stadium, this was how it was. Beautiful scenes, just as you have on your screen. So let me hear from you.
Yeah, so like I was saying, he's going to add a lot, and you could see the confidence in him in as much as he's been on the sideline for 1 or 2 games.
And now entry is also back.
Oh, sure,
the
but
creator.
Oh, yeah,
the
but
facilitator for him.
Of course. And the only thing I am yet to see from entry is that he's not consistent in his gameplay. He can create today, the next day he'll be off. So in this game, this ground is very tough. In history, the statistics over here. So they all must be on their element to be able to find a way to win over here at Doma. And I think they can do it if they have the hope and belief. The coach is under pressure, the players under a lot of pressure to deliver. For the past 2-3 games, they are yet to win a game. Coach is not the trademark of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. 4 games. That is not
straight defeat.
My goodness, this is not Kotoko. So they should find a way to vindicate themselves and find themselves and end that winning streak they're going to, and then find a way to win their games consistently.
They need to find a way to end the losing streak, of course. That is what big clubs do. When you go into difficult situations, you try to fix things up and then try to go forward. On the part of the home team, history. You are someone who believes a lot in history when it comes to football. And this is the arrival of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So interesting things.
Of course.
One of the best teams with swag.
Sure.
That
and
is all you
the
have
branding, you always love it.
Of course.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Sure.
Talking about the venue and the history, Do you think history alone can help Aduana Stars? Because comparing player to player in terms of quality and also experience, the ability to create moments for themselves, I believe Kumasi Asante Kotoko is on top when it comes to that. But do you think history alone solely can cause something good for Aduana Stars this afternoon to beat Kotoko?
Robert, in Ghana and in our Premier League, some venues are traditional venues, regardless of the team form. But when you are going there, history speaks much than players form and whatever. And go to Beijing, Aduana Stars can boast of their form, but when you go there, you must respect that venue. And I believe that looking at Kotoko in history, they only won once here. And the good news that it was under this same head coach, Prosper Natogum. So I think that they've met 22 times, 7 wins for Aduana, 7 draws, and 8 wins for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So general statistics, it is backing Kotoko slightly, but this venue, Kotoko in history only won once in history at this venue. And that game, we all knew what went to that game. The players side themselves enough. Georges Mfege and Richmond Lemte made sure that they would do justice over here. But I believe in terms of team form and individual quality, Kotoko is having 1 or 2 quality players that can steal the show for them. But when you finish your form your whatever, come and speak about history. Is it backing you? The answer is no. And I believe perfectly that they would not like to spoil the party here. For Kotoko to get a second ever win over here, I don't believe they're going to get it. But maybe something of a draw can help them. But looking at Kotoko to bat in form, so they'll be seeking for, if they can win here, they'll be seeking for a moment to get at least an away performance results, which means a draw can set them on a very nice perspective. But I believe that with history and based on how Doma is being crafted traditionally, history can play part massively in this game, regardless of Kotoko form.
So, still talking about the history, do you think that how you are crafting your conversation, it means you seem to be leaning towards a draw? Is that it?
Of course, like last season when Kotoko came here, they lost by 2-1.
Yeah.
And Calvin Obin, he was on the score sheet, and the likes of Steve Mukwala also got that one consolation, but they lost by 2-1. So things are not that favorable. And the last time when Aduana went to Baba Yara, they lost 1-0. So it's obvious that Kotoko struggled to score goals against Aduana Stars. And like I said, the Aduana Stars won at home against Karela United. They drew away to Inswatraman, and they are playing at home to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So Robert, I believe that a draw can do something favorable for Kotoko, but for Aduana Stars, it's not going to be a good scoreline for them because they believe they can beat them and beat them very well based on history, Robert.
So a draw will be good for Kotoko.
Yes,
but not good for Aduana Stars.
Of course. And looking at where they are, because after some 11 games, they are 12th position with 12 points. No good for Aduana Stars. And looking at Kumasi Asante Kotoko, also 15 points. So difference 3 points separating these two teams. So Aduana Stars will be hoping to get that kind of maximum 3 points to give them a better perspective in the league. Don't forget, yesterday, Hasofuk drew that game against Intrasraman. And one thing about football is that the opponent Aduana Stars played against last weekend, they went and picked a draw against one of the best teams in the game. And then Kotoko is one of the best teams. So maybe let's see whether they can balance their energies over here. But I believe massively in history that it's going to play a massive role here, Robert.
I'm not going to ask for your prediction, but this will be my last question to you. Which of these two teams do you think need the 3 points urgently and they need it badly?
In so many perspectives, for Kotoko being competitive, they need the 3 points.
Okay.
And then again, losing 4 games in a row, they need the 3 points badly. But this is Aduana Stars. That game against Medium, we saw how the fans were craving or even calling for the head of the head coach, our champion.
Of course.
So both teams need their 3 points badly. And I'm not going to be of favoritism. They all need the 3 points badly.
But which of them need it more?
Robert, they all need it badly. But if you want to push it to a certain perspective, Kotoko needs these 3 points better than any other team. And let me say, if all teams would draw, Kotoko will need 3 points this afternoon to solve a lot of things. There's pressure on Kotoko. And there are a lot of things to be discussed after this interview. A lot of things are there that we can't say it here, but I believe Kotoko need the 3 points because there's massive pressure, I can tell you, from that perspective. So they need the 3 points badly than any other team over here.
There's massive pressure and they need these 3 points badly. This has been the discussion on Aduana Stars against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. This is a big game, of course. There are few games bigger than this on this particular land, historically, and also in terms of the cultural perspective. But let's see which of them will carry the day. Daniel thinks Kotoko need the 3 points badly more than Aduana Stars, but I also think Aduana needs the 3 points more than Kotoko needs it, because they are playing at home, and losing the 3 points here will go down to history. So I also feel that Aduana Stars need the 3 points than Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It's been me, Robert Konya, alongside Daniel Tangana. We'll be live with the 45 minutes, the first 45 minutes of the game, and we'll be giving you the best of commentary. Stick and stay on Globe Television.
I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 league is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own.
Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mwako. Asante Kotoko yebesha. Asante Kotoko yebesha ko. Asante, nothing can walk, afraid I was down. Nana order on him up out, as some dining, nothing can walk. Since coffee men say, afraid you're in fuel, crack. Yenya yaw bewa, yes, ring a memo, on my one warding, and answer. Na fashe kui mayenda na ye wusu kan ubio yesrenya mi mamuda o sei poku kwa brapon o sei kwachi munyina nyame mu amuda alhaji ademu ya lawson allen jima munyina yesrema muda Nasiani adimam. Yadamase. Nana wusu. Osei poko. Babrapon. Osei kwaku. Kofi mense. Simse yadawasi enso. Nana poku ware. Yadawasi enso mofreda wasi enso. Yahweh, Yamima Wadina, Yadamasa. Mamfui, Umayankai, Yerim Fiuno, one hour Chamukri, Eddie Nasima, one a da. One share of Batmanson, Papa Yara, Pum Kobi to four. Adakwa, Ibrahim Sunday, Reverend Osei Kofi, Malik Jabe, Osei Driver, Edina Sigma Moda. Nasiani Edimam, Uyen, na Yerim Fimo, Yadamasa, Yadamasi, 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 Yadamaso, Yadamasi, Robert Messi, Papa Yara, Yadamasenso, Ibrahim Sunday, Yadamasenso, Malik Jabe, Ose Grabe, Reverend Ose Kofi, Yadamasenso, Nasinkamo, Yadamasi, Yadamasampa, Nasinkamo, Yadamaso, Yadamasi, Yadamasita. Asante Kotoko say, yeah, yeah. Asante Kotoko say, yeah, yeah. Asante Kotoko, yeah. Asante Kotoko, yeah. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mwako. Asante Kotoko yebesha. Asante Kotoko yebesha ko. Asante nasinka wo ofreda wasida nana order ni mapo esum jaini nasinka wo Sims coffee men say ofre ye renfiwo cra Yenya ya bewa. Yes, Renya Mimo. Oma wa huodin. Ani nyansa. Na fashe kui mayenda. Na ye wusu. Wusu kan hubio. Yes, Renya Mimo muda. Osei poku. Kwa brampong. Osei kwa chi. Munyina nyami muwa muda. Alhaji Ademu, Yaw Lawson, Allen Jima, Munyina Yesrema Muda, Nasiani Adimamu.
All right, once again, we should for more about Safer Sports Plus. So, and then Aduana Stars, any Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Ewo, Doma, Nana Ajuma Bedu Park, and then Kumasi Asante Rokone. Aduana Stars AC account and then say prosper not ogum or anything around and I said the VCBC Doma Ahinkro and now Menoka saying so you better discuss it just about 5 minutes and now your room feed na ya be Abraham life Safer Sports Plus so me did this if and na did Jumadi Abraham na coming also a digimadi Abraham was the first Sports Plus. Mr. Obaso, I know what Shana Unia so enya bi ahwem. Iba me wa kwa about the first Sports Plus so.
Boss, me also.
Ima ene se prosper na te ogum Kotoko supporters ebe ka trends masa ene de yabre anase obetene things around ewo doma ahinkro. Say Aduana Stars the passer in here do not start home chilling ye pa. Why do you see the man say Kumasi Santoroko prosper na togum a bit more 10 things around?
Okay, boss, me that say yes, I'm so my actual phone now about Safer Sports Plus, Safer Sports Plus, and Safer Sports TV. More share now subscribe when they come out now. I share videos now. Now my for and so when you be share. There every day we can say Yankopon on sham say Nancy abandon no ho. Neto aye den or Ghana has say any other countries no. Not day in day out to or talk credit now yen abandon na abribia out the Safer Sports Plus. Yeah the move Kotoko game no send na wudi kan ebusame no. And the game no very crucial and the two coaches are omu ejire mu diama Aduana Stars and Krobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So prosper na te ogumana de so lose the game na se dem di kan e kai no ebe den se o san so beto aso na why coach Eddie ama Krobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Before the game no Kotoko resume training from Tuesday up to Endra na trainer omu ye bia no na manite te ho a mehwe bi nkakra and so ewo ho no na the war almost started omoniema no ene formation aba bonte no se boss wo wa no da to so kama na ya timi analyze ama manfo so ehune na ekoso as first me be to say goalkeeper osanso captain for the team Frank Asare injured entina ontimi enyinam emfa makrobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko so Camara and still now obejinamu Eddie ama Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. For me want to say a very good say coach Prosper na Togum as I was starting Camara because we bet nya build it player no confidence. So Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko yes say oh we are a mistake here you know film we are ababe the one so ababe mistake yeah you know film e banasa e ba affect team the papa and say coach Prosper na Togum asa also akosona or the Camara Mohammed Camara asa also aga go post cinema me when say a very good at the map player no and there was a player no actually be say coach Prosper na Ogum e mana kwanya day in day out match days ni nyina no as I say also as Sunday niema bi na ohwe so that mistakes are what the kind aye no some mistakes no and so entimi emma bi so I see said that side very good at coach Prosper na Ogum akipu your friend say Mohammed Camara in the post. People were saying say ebia Frank Asare entimi and training the whole week me say Endra Saturday and kwano timi here warm up kakra di ma team no ebia no ntina still now coach Prosper Natogman Fernandem. But for me, I see say when you see Mohamed Kamara, it will build goalkeeper and the confidence. Because from the games what done, the game what they be or the goal post the man or panic kakra as a shaky. But for me, say coach Prosper Natogum, AUC Kamara in the post, for me, a very good idea. As I said, a game against Nations FC, coach Prosper Nate Ogum, when you see Justice Blame, Okobo, this player, last season player, we was okay when referee Dikakra.
Henry Ansu.
Yeah, Henry Ansu. Yes, Henry Ansu, and of course started, and so I will honor and was also Justice Blame. As also Ababaka, I see say a good idea. And Macrobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko team say was also started Justice Blame because this season Justice Blame are a solid defender, though or no naturally or a midfielder. At the man Crobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko and on one or a midfielder, but Coach Prosper Natogum buy or one was in it and I want the same thing. Or person or one way this season why you super. Why super? Eddie Crobbe Kumasi Asante Kotoko save Kotoko team day in day out to be a matches be blow we save woman especially on some test gamer or boy or Boasil and Clay Sports Stadium we save team I see say coach Prosper Natogum was also the camera bano very good and a changes back on sounds why and then said what they wisdom Bassi Fernando and so Ababeka first 11 for me I see say a very good because wisdom basino oba Ghana eba Kotoko team no nsema no can say or Vinicius Junior at the same time was also a Neymar was also a Kylian Mbappe who boy na or was have qualities no okuta pace boy no okuta pace about dribblings also or very good in terms of dribblings and the coach Prosper Natogum starting the training Pia McCoy no na me say Prosper Natogum starting guy no that side the left your friend said number 11 no water starting up so I see say a very good idea coach Prosper Natogum and also implementing and me say what team paying for baby and so asem and Abuama player because always be na fans na call say omonfa player na yeden emra image them or honum na bibia and so enye kama. But what's starting today though? You better boy also performance and also any starting game today. Now and also I come out in idea na coswe. Pinche be na coswe asemo. It for me in the end I was a crobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko win game no. Someone win game where ya about affected team no. Next week MTFA Cup on Bebo. And then the next 2 weeks are money Heart of Folk everybody super clash and so I will hold about affect team papa mentally, psychologically, everything. Physically, it will affect the team. So for me, I want Coach Prosper Natogum to win this game today. And he send you omo eba parka omo eba starting game and so I will hold a very good Edema team. So I'm going to say Coach Prosper Natogum Ebenya win today.
That superiority. The historic and cultural rivalry between these two
okay,
teams.
you might try say they were I can't just 3 minutes now. You will not finish it. You think say Kumasi Asante to marry in there?
To put in more salt in the wounds of Kotoko.
Training now, training na any them there two platform so channel no so ma ya hwefo so nya bi ahwe no any the wa na training no enso ewo age complex no I see says use that confidence that ahoden na the right this game they will win because Aduana Stars this season enko ye mfa mo sa so if someone use the same idea no the room the training page so use the same idea the same the game a very massive win at the Macrobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko anything because okay training the one say Baba Yaya and was starting a true training now what you could tell on the game and also the year training and I was so pan but they do match day now. Not one the terminal about for beating one car na wate ato nti ɛnnɛ sɛ ɔmo kura saa ahoɔden naa mu deɛ a na ɔmo bɔ ɔmo games yɛ na ɔmo tumi utilize ɔmo chances deɛ a Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko ebenya the 3 maximum points no na ɛna aboa ɔmo na ɔmo nso de free position a ɔmo de sisi na ɛtumi apagya ɔmo ama ɔmo nso akɔ ɔmo anim ɛwɔ hɔ no.
Okay, ima meda wase akwa referee no akasima na referee ne de na be na aso ahye na be na game a start ama Kumasi Asante ne Aduana Stars. Ene in the second half no ima me see beto na just 15 minutes ya saba back na ya discuss ne hu de o se to aso ye de idwuma pa na esom anuanom ti no ima meda wase na second half ya sabe ba why.
Boss meda ase pa meda ase.
It's been a difficult run of games for them so far. 5 games without a win, 4 losses in a row. This is not where they wanted to be. My summarizer, Daniel Dangana, is here with me. I am Robert Konya, your commentator. They need to do it. They have to do it. They ought to do it and they must do it. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Aduana Stars not giving much away. This venue licking its lips. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The last time they won here was in January in the 2021-2022 season. Now they are here. The game is eons away from beginning. Checks his watch. Any moment from now, this juiciest fossil of this match day could begin. You can feel the pressure already. The players already getting into areas they are not allowed to. and the game begins. Play being stretched to the right side. Aduana Stars, Silas Chairman. He's been the commander in the midfield for the home team. What a season he's had. The ancient purveyors of the Ghana Premier League, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, playing in a game of ancient dominance. If you win, you brag for a long time. If you lose, nowhere to hide for you. Kotoko defending very deep. Henson and Ponsa was the man who got fouled. Kamara will not repeat what happened in Bechem. And so this time, he takes the ball with intent. Kotoko. It was for Saka Dauda, but a very good cut. You can feel it. The fans still rushing to get their ticket into this venue. Patrick Asiedu, Kujamwako, leaving no room, no stone unturned. Rich Saki got a final touch, and this will be a Kotoko throw. Of course, he has a basket full of experience, and that is why in such big games, he's being used on the right side for the Uja boys. Masaudu Kojamwako. 9-10. Elvis Ado goes to Silas Sherman. Aduana dictating the pace and the tempo of the game. Fernando Wisdom Bassi, one of the very few stats he's had this season. Fernando Wisdom Bassi, starting for Kotoko this afternoon.
Coming off the bench, you see the aggression and the willingness of Kotoko to something new. It's first against the stars. Initial instinct, one of the ball, sports ability to attack, to protect the ball, one personal skills, by numbers. But he's become one of the experienced guys.
Reginald Collins Samoa has scored for a free kick for the home team. Abubakar Adams. Could this be it? Justice Play has crafted a throw for the Porcupine Warriors. Asiedu. Elvis Addo. A pass to Bamba. Bamba goes down. No whistle. Being hit out for a throw. And this will be for the Porcupine Warriors. Saka with a touch. Justice Bliss sends it back. Saki. Richard Tete spreads play to the right. Abubakar Adams. That was a fruitless ball. Fernando Bassi. Alex Boache, who came on as a substitute when they played against Nswatra in Nswatra.
So a lot of experience, and what that was a typical skill clearance. Just some fear on
Nice turn from the team. Out wide to Saka. Touchdown. Asante Kotoko. Emmanuel Antwi has been dropped to the bench.
And that's the reason why Papa Yaya is because some of the greatest for Kotoko. He's yet to find his form and record. So supporting Fernando Bassi on the left. And he played the problem. What that sent from he was brought down. One guy, some incisive passes. You cannot doubt him.
Lord Amoa Saka Dauda Patrick Asiedu. Perhaps this would have been a perfect situation for Emmanuel Antwi. But now, one of these three would have to be the hero. Which of them would it be?
Saka Dauda because his days at Kotoko. He scored from second man. And I believe just so few meters.
Asiedu Has he hit the back of the net? He has. Oh, wow. This is how you do it. And they run to their coach. The man under pressure. Relief. Absolute relief for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. We are just 10 minutes in. And the Porcupine Warriors are on top. Kotoko's Utopia. And it's Aduana Star Spain. What a goal. Could this be just the second time in history that Asante Kotoko would do this? Beat Aduana Stars at home.
Asante Kotoko
But this time, I think a lot of rehearsals are doing the down and perfect execution there for qualification.
Saka Dauda's ball for Albert Amoa to chase. But goalkeeper Masaudu. Good turn, Kojamuako.
What the distance?
Lot of technique.
And second balls is for technical players. I'm looking at the height of goalkeeper Masoud goes. He's still managed to find the back of the net from that distance.
Maybe the turning point. Maybe not. Maybe relief for Ogum. Maybe more pressure. Let's see. Baba Yaya. Team menu. And Kojamuako gives away another corner. The Aduana Stars seem to be under intense pressure to deliver.
The first fight was even a start for the front. Now, I'll go with this side. Applying pressure for pressure.
Patrick Asiedu, the goal scorer. Reginald calling someone. The referee has given a foul to Aduana Stars. This is not what they need. They need to hit. Aduana Stars giving away by Richie Tete. Another foul caused by Silas Treme. He confronts the referee, but he refuses to be intimidated by that. True.
Fernando is being kept quiet ever since the start of the game. Looking at the runs of Albert Aduana. He's often like a supporting player. From Basi. But facing the likes of Sachi alongside Jean Marco. These two guys are tough.
Alex Boache. Silas Treme. Tete. Aduana starts his foul. Henson and Ponsa. He came off the bench to get a good game against Nsuatreman in Nsuatre last week. And so he's been rewarded a start.
Mohamed Kamara. It's not just consistent. Behind the ball and a lot of teams are trying to always test Kamara on high balls, regardless of his height. It's caused a lot of mess. That ability.
Fernando Wisdom Passy. A point to prove for Bassi. He's been given a starting nod. Bassi has been shifted. Of course, Alex Boache, Aduana Stars under intense pressure to deliver. They need to get a goal, and they need to do that as soon as possible. Rich Saki.
But for the first time, you see some bit of intelligence in midfield for Kotoko. Because the second that you have is going to pass. And I believe it's against
The flag is up on Saka Dauda.
Last season, he scored 8 goals for Kotoko. And he was beside. So Kotoko
Fernando Bassi Wisdom.
was struggling to check on players.
Saka Dauda was trying to get the best out of Rich Saki.
The right full back, Bravo, and the right centre back.
Aduana Stars lacking some personality. Things not really working there for them. Hansen and Ponsa, Kojamo Akon, Alex Boache gets it. Team Menu, according to the referee, has handled the ball. And it's obviously going to be a foul. Free kick. Kotoko scored from similar position, similar situation. Can Aduana Stars do same? Alex Boache, more saved by Kamara. And team back to Lord Amoa.
Laura Joaquin comes up in 5. And that is something massive. And a lot of improvement from Dora one. And that's what that comes from so far well. Mohamed Kamara trying to go on his elbow. And some very nice goalkeeping so far. What sort of improvement?
Elvis Ado tried covering spaces. Gets the touch to Kujamwako. Good touch into space. Amwako tries across. Still in play. Aduana Stars. Fernando Bassi giving away another throw.
And again, Kotoko playing with more cautious approach. Look at the numbers in defense. About 5 players, and that's in the community. That is Wesley. Always getting that 5 back. Substitution.
Asiedu. A bit of miscommunication between Joseph Ablo and Mohamed Kamara. This time Kamara will take no such because he's been vindicated on many occasions and also victimized.
Of course, life, you can't get everything perfect all time. You can be a villain, you can also be a hero.
Alex Boache again. A lot of experience.
For a player to be having his 5th season for Aduana Stars, it tells you a lot in terms of experience.
Masaudu, who could do nothing about Kotoko's goal. Kujamwako. Bassi. Space for Bassi. Alex Boache. Foul on Fernando Wisdom Bassi.
The best of Bassi's quality is his ability to take you on the pace. He got this explosive pace and also simple to handle. But the right side of defense for Aduana Stars is just top notch. Alex Boache, the culprit. It's going to be another infringement. Very advantageous again for Kotoko. Creating from open play has been difficult for Kumasa and Kotoko. So working so hard on set pieces is obvious. And what that again, Masaudu Inusa was just, he could not believe that. And that was a highly technical goal from Kotoko.
Patrick Asiedu Saka Dauda and Fernando Wisdom Bassi. plotting against Aduana Stars, Saka Dauda and Patrick Asiedu.
Kotoko don't have a lot of players that are durable in the air. In as much as Albert Amwa is so good back, you don't have to stress him at this point. Such balls can be tried from that angle.
Saka goes with a grounded ball. Kotoko seemed to have gotten a lot dangerous with the set pieces this time.
But for this time, that was feeble one from Saka Dauda. But just like I said, in the course of the season, they've been awarded a lot of free kicks. But how to convert and be purposeful from such perspective is what they are lacking. But this afternoon, they've broken the virginity of the game from such moment.
Aduana Stars. Ball sent to Tete. Amwakon. Elvis Ado. Elvis. Corner taken. Advantage Kotoko.
Aduana Stars at home. It was 1-1 against Heart of Lions. They lost against Nations. They won 2-0 against Dreams, 2-2 against Mediaman, and 1-0 against Karela United.
Fernando Bassi, side net. Kotoko living a dream here in Doma. The first goal has given them a lot of belief. They know they can do it.
Departmentally, you could see a bit of intensity and high level of aggression from Kotoko. The wing backs are disciplined, always trying to retract to give Kotoko a formidable back five. In the midfield, in team menu, alongside Babaya, are very composed. Saka Dauda, William Bassi, taking advantage of the fullbacks.
In team menu, play. Pass. Baba. Patrick Asiedu. Just look at the level of calmness and experience from Justice Blake.
Of course, and looking at Babaya, he seems to be under some pressure anytime he's having the ball. He struggled to control ball very well to his feet. And ever since that massive move from Kim Faisal, Babaya hasn't been himself.
Patrick Asiedu, will he cross? He does. Aduana starts attacking through the left channels. That was a bit of an unnecessary delay from Hansen and Ponsa. And the fans are furious.
Looking at Bamba and Calvin Obey, these are two guys that having the height, they can give a lot of hold the play with their back towards goal.
And Kamara nearly conceded from that distance.
Just like I said, he's having the height, but the ability to take advantage of high balls is something he must improve. And he do take some balls for granted. This one nearly. A lot of improvement must be done in terms of reading and anticipating balls.
Patrick Asiedu. This was the ball from Rich Saki, which nearly Calvin Obey, Silas Sherman.
I can see a bit of attacking improvement from Aduana Stars. For a while now, they've been struggling to find a pattern of attacking flow. But having Bamba and Calvin Obey, who can serve as target men, making long balls for them to knock down, is something interesting. And look at that long ball and watch that knockdown from Calvin Obey. And they've won free kick leading the zone 4 in the sensitive zone, the golden zone.
Bamba. Corner kick.
2 goals this season for Bamba. He scored against Mediaman and against Swatraman. He's hoping to get a lot of goals for Aduana Stars. But my question is, Robert, having Emmanuel Mahfoud 4 goals this season, decided to bench him for Calvin Obey and Bamba.
Emmanuel Mahfoud came on against Instructorman and wasn't that impressive. Maybe that is the reason.
In such games, you need your top scorers, your best players, and those who can kill games with strikers' instinct. Calvin Obey is inconsistent. And Bamba is more of a presser than the focal point.
Passing nice control. Patrick Asiedu doing some defending right in the half of Aduana Stars.
Formula of breaking Chelsea, Patrick Asiedu. I am seeing a bit of improvement from Patrick Asiedu. His awareness has improved massively. In offensive third, he's consistent defensively. He's giving a lot of balance for Kotoko.
Patrick Asiedu. The Gamwako intercept. This is Calvin Opin. Richard Tete. Tete slope. Gobani Ndongani Samba goes down. The game still in play. Justice play. Alex Boache. Aduana Stars playing beautiful. Bamba strikes.
It then starts with the 3-2-5 sort of setup anytime they're having the ball. And they are causing problems for Kotoko in defense. And just like I said, they are now finding an attacking pattern. The long balls are helping because having Bamba and Calvin Obi, two players with height, two players that can dominate the air, two players that can hold a play. It's quite working because some bit of agency is coming attack for Aduana this time around.
Today, Justice Blay playing more of a DM. Just in front of the defense, allowing in team menu to move to advanced positions. A good pass. Can Bamba life for Aduana? Life. They look lively. And maybe, just maybe, they could come back into the game.
Of course, they are trying to be a bit purposeful. And the technique is just clear. Get some long balls in the box. Hoping that Calvin Obi or Bamba can get the first touch. Then they can pounce on the second ball. Albert Amor kept quiet so far in the game.
This is Bamba. Richard Tete. Abubakar Adams. Bamba heads. Saved by Kamara. Aduana Stars maturing into the game gradually.
Of course, what a way to gain your rhythm. But again, Mohamed Kamara, a signature save from that perspective.
And Kamara would have to go down just to calm the nerves and the pressure.
If they're not trying to go on the front foot, and the high balls are just helping. That was a perfect header from Bamba, but again, Mohamed Kamara with that crucial touch. Mohamed Kamara, he won the man of the match against Carrera, his first game in the country and for Kotoko. From there, he's been inconsistent. But I love what I'm seeing this afternoon from goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara. But in as much as he's having the height, he's not making very, very good use of that height because he struggled to handle high balls. And scientifically, goalkeepers with height, high balls and long balls are easy to dominate. But something different from Mohamed Kamara.
Timenu. Press it to the right. Asante Kotoko Sakadauda is still a chance. Bassi.
Miscommunication between Bassi and Albert Amor.
4 minutes being added on. Rich Saki giving some complaints.
Look at that miscommunication.
Leave it for the striker.
Wisdom Bassi believes he can find the back of the net.
Saka Dauda being taken off on a stretcher.
Saka Dauda. Don't just judge him based on numbers, but watch his work ethic without the ball.
Tim Baba. Asiedu. Justice Blade. Good touch. Justice not so involved, but he's been brilliant with his touches and also positioning.
Loramo, Sambo, Nel, and Ablo are keeping the three back. Justice is playing as a double pivot with Intim. And look at that stability, the thickness I spoke about. A midfield for Kotoko is led by Justice Blade. He's known for that. That is his role. Justice Blade. The midfield dynamo they call him.
Lots of fans here. Of course, these games don't often come. So when you get the opportunity, you just enjoy them.
And just like I said, the last time Kotoko scored their first goal against Even Stars, they won. Not a very good run on the road for Kotoko this season. After winning that game against Karela 1-0, courtesy Albert Amwa, it was 1-1 against Brekum Chelsea, 1-1 against Basek Holy Stars. They lost on the road to Lagos Cities, 2-1, and 1-0 defeat at Bechem.
In team, this is for Albert Amwa to chase against Rich Saki. Kodwamwako comes in. This could be the moment. Reginald Collins Amwa. He blows. He blows for the end of the first half. The Aduana Stars playing at home, trailing by a goal, being pitched back by Patrick Asiedu's free kick. Good first half. We're hoping to have same in the second.
Even Stars, they love conceding first goals. They conceded the first goal against Midiama, but they came back with a draw. They conceded the first game against the Swatraman, but they came back. Let's hope and see whether they can do that magical things they often do after considering the first goal in the second half.
Second half, we'll be back with you in a few minutes' time.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko in first half no. La no see betras near din komo na in first half no bien ene ko ye sen ana ball no na eko ina betnas na ya discuss with Ima.
Hello, boss.
I want to be
Me Joso.
Ima in first half from Kumasi Asante Kotoko with Patrick Patrick Asiedu etimi atu atna ma Kumasi Asante Kotoko in first half no sen ena uhunu in technically two teams need nano sen ena uhunu Ima.
Yes, also my actual food now called SIFA Sports Plus, SIFA Sports Plus. On be subscribe, on be share videos no. Na afoforo enso enya bi ahwe omo mo hwe bia se dem di kan no. Ya do ma se omo nyamre na omo hwe SIFA Sports Plus. Yemra game ni mu e wo first half no. Kotoko changes na me di kan ka ho asem before the game no. The last game Akrobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko your money Nations FC dey on born wo Obuase Linkley Sports Stadium no. Coach Prosper Nate Ogum edi kind of benche the captain the assistant captain for Krobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko, which is Justice Blay. And was started Justice Blay and not the buy you know. Wa mo yiman lentry amobi. And then Che Jamana and so amobi. It will push it your friend is saying Justice Blay to the natural position and make him at first no in the before the first half no yede e be free as and make him no was started Justice Blay about the natural position which is DM number 6 and on board Justice Blay me when I say Justice Blay and a winning game no and the Akrobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko because positional all board and then a what team no Emma or more defense no defense and you know because Ubo Justice Blay central back now also one of 3 back na e na affect Krobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko team ne pa enti na wa ball lord amwa Joseph Ablo and Samba O'Neil I want the back 3 no though what team no because and then Lord amwa empushi enko na nimbiem wa be ka 3 back no and wa be ma your friend is Justice Blay bought the natural position which is number 6. I will also support the defender 3 back now and Takwa say Kotoko ball 4 back system because of Justice Blay positional or no one pushing or also couldn't on that center circle no or Kotoko from where anti Justice Blay the style of play and the any positioner Coach Prosper Nate Ogum Bono what team on the power and some can say Justice Blay and what team on the side and the Aduana Stars game no year power because from the back almost starting from the back as you say at the ball I shall see no almost like the mistakes in the say omuya crossings now born a first try and affect goalkeeper no or cost balls I and fan man and the super bio could be Efa edema coach goalkeeper Kamara Mohamed Kamara Nesrubo bio be bia efa ma no enti ye bo be 20 minutes e 30 minutes no and Aduana Stars exercise almost style of play no so almost start game no from the back na almost pushy e the room but because of Justice Blay jam film enti no ball do Blay ko na no akle ball dey free ho no enti enko the 3 back on way omom wa chire ho no e ma ball no team no chire enyunu no affect team no ende because yeah but 3 back no na say Justice Blay any ho no na say keka Joseph Ablo any Samba or nearly do maybe an affect Kotoko team pa. But and then all Justice Blay on a number 6 no, and my Justice Blay a club one in for before percent a better now call defenders in a corner. And to coach Prosper Natogum near substitution or yeah, you know, a very good pal. Not I shall see, you know, from Tuesday, you know, my communicator, my I have one kind and we said Tuesday training now, Kotoko, and set pieces. And your free kick, you know, and the corner kicks, any you know, and no, I know where the moving the whole of Tuesday. Train on me in set pieces. Wednesday, train on me in set pieces. And then I check our page and also say, Coach Prosper Nate Ogum from Tuesday up to Friday trainer. Team, you know, the one with training or honor, or maybe implemented training on our game and then money Aduana Star say, but I'm first free kicker, or more enya, you know, what you utilize it. I'm not quite a goal ever. Sisi Akrobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Asha Kaba Akwa, and Aduana Stars, Entimi, Ente Sakano. And then we want to say, Coach Prosper Nate Ogum, and the Saya or Yay and Abwa, but near Aham Kakra, Wisdom Fernando. Bassi and the performance, you know, you started on and from Kakra. Me want say on participate on fun who shake game, you know. I say me can say over where the Biasha Wana and na home farmer at the red game ni mono. I say from yes the commitment level no from pa me say ka second half no or didn't who be shake game ni mu na abua crop be Kumasi Asante Kotoko team no e ba ne sa e be go team no. And Aduana Stars and so after game no from the start from the start to the end of the first half no bomb home pa the war passes no echo everything interception bia echo come at the mat team no and so but I see say probably Kumasi Asante Kotoko first goal in the first half and the man considered there. We are praying say Krobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Ebeja win for today. Yes, today. After say bought 5 games just a point. Our last 5 games bono. I'm praying for say Krobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko game no and winning na Coach Prosper Nate Ogum enye ne tia di so that say be paying for our planets and lose game no that's on be permanent. This win will help Coach Prosper Natogum. I remember when I so now why your coach at the Amakrobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko into game no sana mi hunu se Krobio Kumasi Asante Kotoko e cost one bomb games like this e be boa mo ama any game no omo enya win enya omo 3 maximum points e the freedom at the Abakumasi.
Okay, well, in the midfield Kumasi Asante Kotoko and then it seems say obo intim menu no abo baba yaya and obo Abrante Justice Blay won't finish ho.
Justice Blay, yes.
You think that is a good idea because the last time Obo market here Jamina any in team menu any some of the players be out missing now Mark Kumasi overload no omuntimi and then it seems that Justice Blay among FIFA abe load among FIFA aye easy among Kumasi Asante Kotoko. My plan now come almost didn't FIFA almost see I can't it seems that Kumasi and team no FIFA aye so ama Kumasi Asante Kotoko ohe intim menu baba yaya a mujina mfimfini ana Patrick Asiri so ewo mfimfini Dauda Isaka emo ene wa attack ana Fernando emo ene wa attack Justice Blay ejina mfimfini bi intim fan say Kotoko bob 3-4-3 and wo bono ewo ho ene this game no 3 back ena Kumasi Asante Kotoko the lives of 3 na Kotoko the lives of Joseph Abro ene Simba ne ene Lord Amwa emu jina chine ho ana Lord Amwa Mbifrobe Justice Blay baba yaya intim menu ana Dauda Isaka emu jina anim ho ana okọ anim so obenya Fernando obenya Fernando ho ana obenya Lord Amwa eso ewo anim ho bi etino esim se Kumasi Asante Kotoko team no enne no mfimfini ho no Justice Blay mu mfimfini no bo mfimfini no ama Kumasi Asante Kotoko esim te the past 4 matches, Kumasi Asante Kotoko ebetmenya win ewo Aduana Stars home ana.
Yes, men can say yes because on my last 4-5 games Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko Abono. Not ye complaining ever Che Jamana. The performance no and yen na yet na hani ye ka your friend is saying Emmanuel entry the performance so platform ya so the performance are all done a d kotoko last 4-5 games na kotoko bono na the performance no form fem papa but Justice Blay Asho says still ne natural position no so the ball no ma obetimi continue and two Baba Yaya since was starting yani Bechem United gamer of course so Bechem United match omo boy na the performance was slow and on Nations FC so gamer or boy na performance was because or you holding midfielder ultimate jibbo no gina so e man passes ne ko enti unyo obi a obetimi defend well na ma ball no enko akire na obe protect your friend is saying defenders no Justice Blay now you be holding met for that and ojibo na obetimi apushi akọ na wa cheche pass we anim hodi ya and the bibia kire say Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko so mo this adwuma na they will win this game because Lord Aduana always be a winner coach Prosper na Togun and free your friend say right back and make midfielders no hono and then what nasa swap on the back say on going to the hono and I see it's a positioner and the natural positioner on board and then buano papa because defensively he is very good so attack here and I had no two on him recover and anytime biana obeko nanim na ball no ne nsanka na so be mesi ball no pe no na be ma Justice Blay won kire no ti se ball so fa Justice Blay won pe wi a onim se na de kwakwa se ye kwakwa she Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko but and the player na ogina kire ko no ma ono e save team no ye de na ban finfin na obo and was also a player because remember so a destroyer mo plans na dey ba no obe destroy no in the middle of the game Odru obe destroy no though you wouldn't say Kotoko but 3 back there but because of Justice Blay and pushing COMEBOL no Justice Blay aba be can defenders no akwa 4 back into tactically they are playing Justice Blay and COMEBOL on no we jina ho destroyer the man of body want to say Andres Iniesta Sergio Busquets first one we see Academy FC Barcelona no then what style of play no be and then all ball into a destroyer at the ama team like got destroy a fan saying Gianna Stars for formation and tactics or more airborne and few what Krobia Kumasi the first 5 minutes no na me who ye but from 5 minutes at the 40 50 minutes coach and so at the referee at the 4 minutes at also no for your friend saying Justice Blay any your friend is saying enti manu any baba yaya na obom wo middle no for me abo team no and the abo team and many just say and the wasan so ma Justice Blay as also a born in natural position and abo team no so course one no say abo team no palma team no so akola nim wo on matches on bebonyi
Walima it seems Kumasi Asante goalkeeper a lot of balls were a top boss na ya ase on messeni kakra na a caliber of coach or a player or height say na a sort ball or time missing sano do you think is very good?
Well, for me, I do match days in India. Make us say a very bad. Jenny, I tackle Kotoko training page now. You can show me games, no. Uba, I was outside now. The strength, a goalkeeper and the strength, especially and throw ball. Any young ball into from near Mono. And a goalkeeper camera and the strength. But they do match day now. Now and causing mistakes, baby, at the man. I don't know. I don't mean who say be say a pressure be and a one or so and I say be a feeble because your friend say national team goalkeeper Frederick Kasari or sounds so a Ghana near we see a kind of Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko team say na keeper or them demand national team and I see a calling for your friend say national team. Now I am mistake here, you know for me. I mean a Ghana ni ba be demo e ba ne say ehun kakra ma yeden ebeba ni mu eti na me woni say ayana eyehu ana yana wo coach I'm sorry goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara Mua. I am sometimes we mistake, but we call training page our age. Now we share Kotoko, we train on where one man, and also na the strength. A through ball, no, the strength. And now young for ball into from or playing ball playing goalkeeper. Yes, ball young fan to from Yama pass no, and also in the strength. I call training picture always be ano. What yeah, I will hold on, but a bad match day now. I am my disappointed. Kesia coach goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara mu enti me wanna say that mistake in the past 3 games what done or correcting the mistakes na what team no so ma almost see for now no Revan say first half keep clean sheet so second half no so Ogusua na otimi keep clean sheet ma crop be Kumasi Asante Kotoko the game or die and I say the match or die Omoni Karela Kotoko first game no and this one will be the best gamer or also at the Media Macrobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Okay, well, you might in second half when the started. Debiana may come and say, you bought first 45 minutes. In second half, no, who the best coach I will be to take you over. And then, the best coach in the bit me, I take it 3 points now, and I say a bit me up. First, Ogum Eddie can take a lead, no, saying, and I won't.
Media me when they say coach obe tactics like tactically because ball information in the at first but tactically coach obe na niema yie no ono ana ebe win for today say coach Prosper na Togum ekoye mistake no koye substitution bia ebe affect team ne dia anyone here onya win enti I was the tactically oye very good so wanya na niema yie dia I was second half na eba affect team no ama team no so what me lose one I say on bebo draw that would be at 1 point and that's what the 0 points at the back Kumasi.
Okay, ima na otna the 0 point back Kumasi the NSN ne and they obeka draw hard obeka do ma hard meda wase say
no bet the choir
yeah your point I bet was in team now.
Okay, Mate.
Well, I was a high FIFA Sports Plus. Mr. Obaswana was subscribe channel. Nami had in second half no equivia Sabetnas na Edin Pepumba. Kumasi Asante Rokone, Aduana Stars, and Ebo Ewo Doma, Nana Ajimai Bedu Park. Kumasi Asante Roko, Ashabako, Aduana Stars, Intimi in Shebi Woko. Second half, and ye de Bremo, Yami Aduma. Ewia ye betena se ne ya pensem krobia Santoroko eni Aduana Stars hwan ene de 3 maximum points no ekofie Kotoko ashebako yanhwe in second half no.
This discussion the players are having now after the second half. You can't give the second ever win in history on this venue to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It must not be our time. It definitely must not be this time.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko, as much as they are up by a goal, but one thing about the Aduana Stars is that they do come back. They conceded 2 goals at the same venue against Midiama. They came back to level the peg. They conceded the first goal against Nswatraman. They came back again with an equalizer to restore parity. And we are talking about Kotoko. Not just a very good side whenever the game is traveling to its twilight part. Lack of focus, limited energy, miscommunication, a lot of errors for Kotoko anytime the game is traveling to its twilight part. So they must find a way to stay consistent, to stay balanced in terms of energy, in terms of concentration, to have their way through. I believe Aduana are going to respond in the second half. I'm watching the die and best of the first half. You could see Aduana were on the front foot. That is one thing of a caution to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Calvin Obin, the last time he was on his coaching against this same Asante Kotoko. A lot is expected. Aduana Stars can't afford to drop all the 3 points here at home. Kotoko also hoping to end their losing streak. Time indeed will tell. Saka Dauda, not just on his element, Ablo, Justice Blake, giving some assurances and hope in midfield. But Babaya must improve. Wisdom Bassi, inconsistent. But they must stay balanced and focused, especially from the 80th minute going to the last embrace of the game, because Aduana Stars will definitely come at them. Focus, concentration. I love what I saw from the defensive transition anytime Kotoko are not having the ball. Lot of numbers in defense. Compatibility, minimal distancing. Can they maintain that? And Justice Blay in the heart of midfield is giving Inti Man a lot of space for him to attack. Saying a prayer, hoping seeking for favor, for grace, for luck, for breakthrough. Pray without ceasing.
Very good view of the venue.
The Oja boys hoping to do it again. That comeback spirit.
Aduana Stars already waiting for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And the Kotoko players getting themselves warmed up for this game.
The weather is so conducive over here. The last time Kotoko won over here, it was this same Ogun was staring at face. And you could see an improvement, spark of understanding in that three-back system Ogum is opting for. This afternoon, Laura Moa, Sambo Nel, Joseph Ablo, then Justice Blay, alongside Intim Menu, Papaya Medfield, Wisdom, Basi, Saka Dauda, and the top scorer for Kotoko, Albert Amwa. He came off from the bench against Nations. Just struggling to find his form and rhythm after that setback against Heart of Lions. Hoping to improve upon his sharpness. Because he's defender's ninth man, Albert Amwa. He can go solo. He can involve in play. And he can score from any angle. 5 goals this season for Kotoko.
Still waiting to begin the second half. The players ready. Exciting scenes. A mild, warm afternoon in Doma.
So far in 99 games, we've recorded 64 first half goals. And Kotoko scored in the first half. 88 goals in the second half. Total of 152 goals in 99 games. 43 home wins, 8 away wins, 38 draws. Interesting. In 22 meetings between Aduana and Kotoko, 7 wins for Aduana, 8 wins for Kotoko, and 7 draws. Very tight. Very, very tight. The Aduana Stars in 5 games at home this season. 1-1 against Heart of Lions. They lost 2-1 against Nations.
They won 2-0 against Dreams, 2-2 against Mediama, and 1-0 against Karela. 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 defeat. They've scored 7 goals at home. They've conceded 5. And looking at Kotoko on the road this season, they won their first game of the season against Karela 1-0. Kanketesi, Albert Amwa. It was 1-1 against Brekum Chelsea. 1-1 against Basake Holy Stars. They lost against Lagos Cities 2-1. And 1-0 defeat at Bechem to Bechem United. So 5 games on the road for Kotoko this season. They've scored 4 goals. They've conceded 5. Aduana fans hoping with a bit of never say die spirit, in as much as they are down by a goal, they hope to make things happen. Still cheering their players up, regardless of the result. They believe in history. They believe they can come back. Something they love doing this season. They were down by 2 goals at home against Midiama. They came back to equalize. They were down. They came back with an equalizer. Kanketesi, Bamba. Can they do it against Kotoko? Kotoko in their last 3 games, they lost to Heart of Lions. They lost to Bechem against Nations FC. Hoping to end this abysmal record against Aduana Stars. A bit of delay here. After week 11, Fraser Chawate with 8 goals, Albert Amwa with 5, Prince Kunibwa of Basake Holy Stars with 4, Monel Mafu of Aduana Stars with 4, and Steven Amankuna. He was the top scorer last season, and he's having 4 goals this season. The last 4 Kotoko visit to Aduana, it was goalless 2020-2021. Aduana lost by 2 goals to 0 21-22. Richmond Lamptey and Georges Infake did that magic. Goalless 2022-23. And last season, Ibena Stars won by 2 goals to 1.
the game about to resume. The first half was entertaining, but the second has had a bit of a delay. Aduana Stars hoping to turn things around. The referees had a bit of a delay in their dressing room, but for now they are back and ready for the game. Kumasi Asante Kotoko leading by a goal. Perhaps this could be the second time they beat Aduana here. If the results manages to stay like it is.
But Kotoko must stay compact and focus. High level of concentration in this second half, because Aduana have shown that they can pull a lot of strings in the second half. Against Midiama, against Swatraman, they have that better record in second half.
The hit from Richard Tete was wayward. Nothing positive came out of it. And now Mohamed Kamara is a free man. Calvin Obeng, good control. He opens up to the right. Kojamo Akon. Bamba heads. Obeng. He should have done better, Calvin Obeng.
Of course, the last time he scored over here against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, where they won by 2 goals, 2-1. But this afternoon, Calvin Obeng isn't consistent.
Free kick. And Aduana Stars putting intense pressure, seeking to get the equalizer and maybe the winner.
Very sensitive zone. Any ambitious ball can find the back of the net. And now Bamba behind the ball. Very sensitive zone. Way off target. Wasted ball from Bamba. The pressure is piling, but how to stay focused, how to stay purposeful is what Aduana must improve upon.
Alex Boache. Aduana Stars not just wanting to keep the ball in their own half. They need to score, and if they have to, the ball must always be in the opposition's half. Kotoko playing with calm. not rushing to take decisions. And team's ball went wide. And for everyone out there, there were a lot of questions as to the reason behind the delay. Arrangements were being put in place for the safety of the officials. That is just the reason why. And now we are back. We are already 4 minutes into the second half.
In the last 2 games for Aduana Stars, they've been able to find the back of the net. They scored against Karela and against Iswatraman, meaning they always find a way to pull one back. That is what Kotoko must be mindful of.
Saka Dauda, Baba Yaya, Alex Boache, who has been very solid in defense. Calvin Obi wins a foul. Abubakar Adams, but he has left it for Alex Boache. Ball sent. Bamba. Justice play.
Kotoko looking sloppy in the second half, especially in defense. Very good game for Kamara this afternoon. He's been decisive in a way. Just a little improvement upon his ability to save long-range shots and high balls.
Good ball. Ado, he goes down. Kojopoku, Calvin Obin's header. Lord Amwa has given a corner to Aduana Stars. Abubakar Adams missed, just wide. How did he not score that?
Kamara was able to close the angle, making it relatively small for the player to score from there. Just watch that. Just give it to a goalkeeper for closing that angle.
Elvis Ado. The man who just squeezed that chance off the post.
for a team to score 7 goals at home, and they've conceded 5. It's obvious that they do score, but they struggle to protect their lead.
Let's watch it.
Kotoko just struggling to settle in the second half. They struggle to put 1 or 2 passes together.
Henson and Ponsa being shipped out for Emmanuel Mafu.
Emmanuel Mafu with 4 goals against Heart of Lions. He scored against Dreams and scored brace against Young Apostles. One of the top scorers this season, Emmanuel Mafu.
This clearly shows that Aduana Stars need goals.
And an attacking change is much needed when you are down by a goal. When you are chasing the game, you need your best and experienced players to come off from the bench to do something magical. But the question is, if Aduana Stars are bringing in one of the best scorers of the team, but ask yourself, who can make things happen for Kotoko from the bench?
They have Emmanuel
Antwi's game inconsistent. Tinedu is more defensive. Peter Midu Aqua not within his element this season. He was the guy for the fans last season, but this season Peter Midu is struggling.
Babayaya towards Saka. Saka gets the cross in. Masoud. Again, Saka Dauda. Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun, the man who has been under intense pressure.
Sitting on tenterhooks. These 3 points really matters most for Kotoko, hoping to end their losing streak.
Rich Saki of this Ado plays for Silas Sherman. Good ball wide. Nice play from Bamba. He opens up the defense. This is an opportunity. The Aduana Stars failed to connect themselves.
At this point, when you are on the front foot, one thing should always be in your mind: to stay calm and composed anytime you are with the opponent box. And Aduana creating all the decent chances in the second half, but indecisiveness panicking, wasting all their chances. I believe the game is going to 10. And if it does, and Kotoko manage to take their chances, Aduana may smile at the wrong side of their mouth.
A better more. The danger man for Kotoko goes down. No penalty. Rich Saki. Can they turn this defensive moment into an attacking one? Abubakar Adams, Pamba.
Mohamed Kamara. Just very decent this afternoon. What the high line from Aduana Stars, hoping to limit spaces and put massive pressure on Kotoko. But upon all this, they are lacking agency. How to be purposeful in attack is what Aduana are lacking. Having Bamba, Calvin Obey, and Manuel Mafo, all this are top experienced players who can score, but they are just panicking, wasting a lot of chances.
Lord Amwa, Baba Yaya, second goal. And Albert Amoa, guess who? He is the man, just as he has always been. Albert Amoa, his 6th goal of the season, his 2nd goal. Asante Kotoko gets goal number 2.
Albert Amoa. Just what the build up. That was a good time for Amoa from Baba Yaya. Albert Amoa.
Six goals this season for Albert Amoa.
Look at that again.
What a game for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. "62 minutes and they are up by 2. The last time they won here, it was by 2-0.
And it was this same head coach, Prosper Nateogun, Richmond Lamte, and Georges Mfege did that magic.
Aduana Stars, Kumasi Asante Kotoko have their boot on the throat of the home team.
Massive, impressive. The first time seeing Kotoko scoring more than 1 goal. Spark of improvement.
Aduana Stars. This is Kujo Amwakon. Emmanuel Man for appealing for a handball. Not given. We talked about Amwa's importance and significance for Asante Kotoko just before the game. And his return is more of a blessing for the men in red.
Of course, you know, you always need your best players to be on their element in crucial moments like this. And Albert Amwa, after that setback against Heart of Lions, you could see Kotoko lacking that presence of a striker, of a deadly finisher in their previous games. Now he's back, announcing his presence within the grounds that history doesn't speak well for Kotoko. They are up by 2 goals.
Godfrey Opokuwaki. Replacing Kojo Amwakon. Gideon Boateng is also on for Silas Sherman.
Gideon Boateng scored the only goal against Carolina United when they played at home. Maybe he can bring a moment of relief for Kotoko. Keeping the Oja boys quiet. Kumasa Asante Kotoko. What a way to bounce back. And for the first time this season, they've managed to score more than 1 goal. Kumasa Asante Kotoko.
It was so much pressure before this one. But when Aduana played a 2-2 draw against Mediama here, they were down by 2 goals at this time. So there's still maybe a bit of hope.
And all the consolation goals came through the same pool, the same angle. Apia Kubi could not believe his eyes. Can Kamara redeem Kotoko's image? His performance has been under proper scrutiny, but he's been decent this afternoon. Coach Yawachampo under pressure.
And this could be much more intense.
Especially the opponent.
And the history backing this ground and the team when they face Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
22 games in all competitions. 7 wins for Aduana, 8 wins for Kotoko, and 7 draws. But in history, the last time Kotoko won a game was way back, 21-22 season.
Elvis Ado wanted Waki. Aduana starts playing all they can.
But look at Kotoko. Just very conserve.
Substitutions. Emmanuel Entry ready to come on for Babayaya. And also Elvis Cheba 4. Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum putting some instructions across.
Thank you for Babayaya. That is a like for like change. Let's see. Black Stars products, Emmanuel Entry.
And also Wisdom Bassi is off for Elvis Cheba 4.
Meaning Kotoko are still having the hopes of scoring more goals because that was an attacking change made by Prosper Natogu.
And perhaps he needs more presence in midfield. So Bassi the winger off for Cheba 4, who is more or less a midfielder.
If it was about stability, Tinedu does that better than anyone else. Take away Justice Blay. Ogum still one goes. By this point, just like I said, Aduana can come back from losing position. And they've been second half dominant this season. They were down by 2 goals. At this same venue against Mediama, they came back and restored parity. They were down by a goal against Nswatraman. They came back. So it's something they love doing. The comeback instinct. Can it repeat itself here? Time in will tell.
Abubakar Adams. Foul committed.
The intensity is submerging. Tired legs. At this time, lot of concentration is needed.
Calvin Obey. Gideon Boateng. Can Elvis Ado keep it in play? He does. Emmanuel Marfo shot blocked. The flag goes up. Relief Kotoko.
Elvis Ado, former of woman of Mighty Royals. He's adding a bit of creativity from the right side for Aduana. But again, just credit Kotoko in defense. For the first time, seeing the wing backs performing a lot of defensive duties. That is impressive. That is massive. Understanding the formation is working gradually for Kotoko. Switching from 4 back to 3 back, you need a lot of space and time to adapt. But you could see players are now understanding their respective roles within that system.
More substitutions. Abubakar Adams off. Bamba off. Sam Adams. And also Richard Mahama. "17 minutes to rescue themselves."
Richard Mahama. Last season, he scored against Kotoko alongside Calvin Obey. And they won that game by 2 goals to 1. Coming up from the bench at this crucial point, even chasing results, he can be influential.
Mahama's first touch, not the best. But thankfully, Kotoko waste it.
Again, playing as if nothing is at stake. To relax. But again, look at the individual discipline from Kotoko players. Joint effort defended is needed most in away games, especially at this venue.
Aduana starts their performance gradually inciting the home fans against their own. Kotoko committing more men behind the ball. Just as you said, that is what you need to do in situations like this.
'75th minute, moment where Kotoko are judged by their energy and level of concentration. They often concede goals within this point. But I just love what I'm seeing. The defensive structure, the level of discipline from the players. More or less, an all-in-all-out approach. That was the goal. Babaya did better job, and Albert Amwa, make no mistake. Strikers are always hungry within the box or within that 6-yard box. Don't expect Albert to miss the point. Masaudi Nusa could not believe that.
Asante Kotoko just trying to calm the tempo of the game. If you are in a 2-goal lead in an away game, obviously that is what you need to be doing. Sam Adams, the experienced one. Richard Mahama goes back to Adams. Alex Boache. Kevin of being tense. Gideon Boateng. Boateng. Mafo. Foul given to Asante Kotoko. Time is running out. Aduana Stars. If you want to do something, you must do it now.
Of course, you must do it now. Looking at how Kotoko defended, making it difficult for Aduana to penetrate out of creativity. So such balls within such sensitive zones speaks a lot. At this point, Aduana opting for a power at goal. So goalkeeper Kamara must be alert and alert again.
They seem to have committed too many men to the wall. Straight into Kamara.
He's having a very good game over here. On course to redeem his image because his performance has been under tight scrutiny.
Tinedu ready to come on. Alves Ado, Boating, Maham, Sam Adams. Kotoko just controlling the spaces. This is a bit of elaboration from Godfred Poku Waki. And again, in another sensitive zone, Aduana has a free kick. Tinedu on to replace Andrews Intimenu. 10 more minutes for Tinedu under his belt in the Kotoko shirt.
Of course, defensive change. Taking out Intimenu for Tinedu. He's known for his ability to bring calmness to taking the midfield for Kotoko. He does it most. Aduana could not imagine this. They least expected this to be down by 2 goals. Lot of set pieces within crucial zones. But how to be clinical, purposeful.
Emmanuel Anchi, the man who just returned from the camp of the Black Stars. Tinedu. Emmanuel Anchi in space. Unable to reach.
Looking at the attacking organization of Kotoko, it's obvious that they really want to protect this league. They used to commit at least 4 or 5 players in attack by this point. 2 or 1 is enough. Defensive approach. Very good style. Aduana controlling the ball, Kotoko controlling the space. Interesting.
Albert Amoa. Justice Blake. Asante Kotoko. Just putting passes together. Could this be the third goal? Amor. It's still Kotoko. Chiba 4.
Aduana Stars at home. 2 wins, 2 draws. They lost 1. And that was against Nations FC. It was 2-1. And they are down. Less than 10 minutes to go. By 2 goals. Is it going to be a repeat of Kotoko's first ever victory at this venue? It was 2-0 win. (21-22) season. And Kain KJC Prosper Ogum was the man on dugout.
Another opportunity missed by Emmanuel Mafo. Aduana Stars just lack the final touch. Calvin Obin knows how to play against Kotoko. But Emmanuel Mafo, after getting those 4 goals, 2 against Young Apostles, 1 against Hearts of Lions, Albert Amoa asking his teammates to calm. Just calm your nerves.
Albert, not fully fit. You can see he's going through some pains from my perspective.
A half-fit Albert Amoa in Kotoko setup gives them a bit of hope.
Not just a bit, a lot of hope. History wasn't on Kotoko's part.
Emmanuel Nchi, he gets it. Nchi. Emmanuel Nchi seemed too relaxed. Is it due to the scoreline?
Not at all, just that there was a bit of indecisiveness. His ability to decide quick as possible.
Albert goes back to Tinedu. Saka. Calvin Opin against Justice Blake.
Kotoko style reminds me of the Pep Guardiola way. You can use possession to defend. You can use possession to wind down the clock in your favor. And that is what Kotoko are doing. It seems Aduana is accepting the defeat at this point.
The hope keeps diminishing. Looking at the clock. Less than 3 minutes to go.
Last season, it was Calvin Obin and Richard Mahama. Calvin scored the 11th minute. Richard Mahama, the 87th minute against the same Master Asante Kotoko.
Albert Amoa, Emmanuel Entry. Could this be the third goal? Masaudu Inusa saves for Aduana Stars.
Just like I said, having two players in front is just enough for Kotoko. And look at the number of players in attack. 2 against 2. The rest of the players are just within Kotoko's half. Quite decent chance. But credit to Masaudu Inusa. Lot of tactical foul over here. It just starts just as if they are leading by 2 goals. No sense of agency. No finished article. As if nothing is at stake.
I feel they have just conceded defeat. Or perhaps not just good enough. Saki. Seconds. We may be doing 5 minutes. That is it. Five minutes of time added on.
For a coach who is under pressure, who is winless in his last 4 games, I'm sure he's not going to sacrifice all the 3 points within these 5 minutes. He's going to find a way to redeem his image. And looking at Kotoko this season, they are doing the unthinkable in venues that are not in their favor. It was difficult in terms of history against Karela, but they managed to win. Again, Aduana Stars, they are leading convincingly. And for the first time this season, Kotoko scored twice.
What a funny start.
Let's be emphatic. For the first time.
Isn't it funny?
It is, of course. And what icing the cake is the venue. Specifically. This is Kotoko playing away to Aduana. A game you can never take history away from. The only one once in history.
Peter Amidou Aqua replacing Albert Amoa. Emmanuel Entry and Sam Adams concedes a corner.
Sam Adams has been with this team since 2018. Lot of experience within his knees. Perfect character. Perfect tactical approach. Perfect understanding from Kotoko. For the first time, seeing 3 back at 8 best for Kotoko is this game. Every player is aware of the role and duty he's assigned to. Massive. Samba now looking at Calvin Obi,
not giving him spaces at all.
Patrick Asiedu. Lobs for Saka Dauda. Emmanuel Entry. Godfredo Pokuaki. Kevin Obeng trying to turn. But Lord Amoa. Cheba 4 to Blake Tinedu.
Tinedu for you. Calmness. Difficult to misplace a pass.
Aduana Stars. Seconds from what they never thought would happen. Can they, in less than 20 seconds, pull back at least one?
It will be a miracle. At this point, the players are giving up themselves.
And Reginald Collins Samoa is ready to blow. He does. The game comes to an end. Aduana Stars at home have lost to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Just the second time that Kotoko have won here.
Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mwako. Asante Kotoko yebesha. Asante Kotoko yebesha ko. Asante Nasiko.
Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again.
Yes, ring a memo. On my one I need answer. I'm ready. Nana ye wusu kan ubio. Yes, ring a memo. O say poku. Abroko. O say pachi. Nina nyamwa.
Let's cherish our own.
Alhaji Ademu
Premier League is back again. I say this is our own.
Nina yesre mamuda. Nasiani adimamu. Yadamase. Nana wusu. O say poku. Abroko. O say poku. Coffee men say. Since yadawasienso. Nana poku ware. Yadawasienso mo freda wasiensa. Robert Manson, Papa Yara, Kovitu, Adakwa, Ibrahim Sunday, Reverend Osei Kofi, Malik Chabe, Osei Driver, Edina Sigma Moda, Nasian Edimam, Uyen, Nayan Fimo, Yadamasa, Yadamasi. Yadamasi, 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 Robert Messi, Papa Yara, Yadamasi, so Ibrahim Sunday, Yadamasi, Malik Chabe, Ose Grabe. Or say copy, Yadamasenso, nothing come on.
Very, very interesting how are things going to be here. Dr. Prosper Nateogum, I will be joining us very, very soon for us to have a few words with him, to also listen to his side of the story. How did the game go for him? And also the man of the match, Justice Blay, has been awarded the man of the match. He will also join for a bit of a talk. But just like I said, this is a historic victory for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. For the second time, they've been able to win on this particular venue. This doesn't usually happen. And when it does, it means it is always something interesting for the fans and also Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Coach is here with me. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach, before we get into the game, we saw Albert Amwa limping off. Is that a setback or a different injury?
It's fatigue. He was tired. You saw him running a lot. So I think out of one of the explosive runs, I think he felt some pain there. But then, according to the medical staff, it's not something that's serious.
Coach, second win for you here on this particular venue. The game in totality, how did you see it?
I think we managed the game very well, especially trying not to be in a haste, because we know that it's a grounds that if you are not calm and composed in your tactical executions or technical executions, you end up making mistakes. So we emphasize the need for them to be calm. And if you realize we're calm throughout, and I think that actually helped us very well.
Coach, you've always talked about the fact that you are going to change things. You are going to turn things around. Could this be the turning point for you and Asante Kotoko?
I think we have started. We've won. And I think the confidence of the boys will go up. Teams that always win are very confident and are always united. Players of teams that always win are very confident and always united. And once we've won, I'm sure the confidence will bounce back, and then they will stick together more and then work harder than before, because this is just the beginning of better things to come.
We saw you enjoying yourself with the fans. A few words for them.
I'm so happy for them. In difficult times, they stood behind the team. We heard their cry. We heard their criticisms. We took them in good faith. They also stood behind us, and today we have won. So together we've won. I want to thank them for how loyal they have been, for how patient they have been with us, and for how determined they are with us as a team. So we want to say thank you to them. We appreciate them. We appreciate their concerns. We appreciate their cries. They should come together. Once they come together, we can do this job. They have to come together. They have to be behind the technical team. They have to be behind the playing body. Let's bury our differences. Come together. Once we come together, we'll have a good quality team that can turn things around.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Welcome.
Coach Prosper Nate Ogum, he believes when they come together, they will be able to turn things around. And of course, that has been the message right from day one. Aduana Stars have turned their season around, perhaps, and they have done that in a very, very fashionable manner. Let's hope and see how things are going to go. Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum was the man we just spoke with. What a game this has been. How the atmosphere and also everything seemed to be calm. Because when you lose a big game of such, Aduana Stars against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the spirit is always down. So let's hope that the next games will be as fine as Aduana Stars will hope to get it. Before this game, it wasn't a bad run. Their last two games, they had very good results. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko, being one of the ancient purveyors in the Ghana Premier League, have been able to come to this venue and also turn things around for themselves and also for the club. History. Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum. Could this be the turning point for them? Maybe, just perhaps. Let's see. This has been Globe Television, and it is the game between Aduana Stars and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Kotoko won by 2 goals to 0.
Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League. And we are ready for the Ghana Premier League 2024-2025. We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes, we are ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
We are ready. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League. And we are ready for the Ghana Premier League 2024-2025.
We are ready. We are ready.
We are ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes, we are ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
We are ready.